Yang berbahagia, yang berusaha Encik Nik Muhammad Din, Nik Musa, Director General of Labuan Financial Services Authority, Chairman of associations from Labuan, and board members of Labuan IBFC, Datuk Howard, Mr. Roy Sharma, Puan Doreen Fadli. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. Firstly, I am honored to have the opportunity to address our distinguished audience today, especially in the world of reinsurance. May I also welcome everyone to the Asian Captive Conference 2023, or ACC 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to meet all of you again in these 6 iterations of the ACC conference. Alhamdulillah for this opportunity. I was advised that our participants today are coming from various spectrums, ranging from regulatory authorities to captive owners, as well as service providers to the captive industry, all of which play differing but nonetheless important roles in this industry. In addition to this event, would not have been possible without the cooperation of Labuan International Insurance Association, LIIA. A big thank you to LIIA for co-hosting this conference. I would also like to record my appreciation for the tremendous support shown by the entire Labuan captive fraternity, as evidenced by the large crowd we are witnessing today. Ladies and gentlemen, an event of this scale is very successful due to the presence of generous sponsors and partners. Labuan IBFC believe that our events have been very meaningful and successful due to the collective efforts and collaborations with the Labuan industry. In this regard, please allow me to record our appreciation to our platinum sponsors, Principal Re and Sterling Insurance Brokers, and our gold sponsors, AXA XL and Ion Insurance Brokers Malaysia, Sinan Berhad. Our thank you goes to the following sponsors as well: AFR Asia Pacific Limited, Arif Roshan & Co., Brighton Management Limited, Etika Offshore Insurance Labuan Limited, Labuan Insurance Management Services Limited, Nicholas Actuarial Solutions, and Universal Service Officers and Management Limited. A special thank you to our supporting partners, namely Asian Insurance Council, Asia Risk Management Institute, International Federation of Risk and Insurance Management Associations, Malaysian Association of Risk and Insurance Management, Malaysian Insurance and Takaful Brokers Association, Parima, Philippine Insurers and Reinsurers Association, and the Malaysian Insurance Institute. Lastly, thank you to our media partners, Al-Huda Center of Islamic Banking and Economics, Asia Insurance Review, Captive Insurance Times, Captive Intelligence, Captive Review, and Insurance Asia News. Ladies and gentlemen, despite the challenging economic backdrops, the capital market has remained resilient and continued achieving commendable results. Premised on these facts, Labuan IBFC is of the view that the organization of this event is timely to recognize and honor such achievement. I'm truly confident that risk professionals gathered here today will obtain significant takeaways from the programs lined up for the event, including presentations and panel discussion with industry experts. It is our hope that ACC 2023 will serve as a platform for industry and non-industry professionals to better understand the current captive industry within the context of the prevailing economic condition, as well as to identify industry trends, highlight challenges and opportunities unique to the capital market. Ladies and gentlemen, ACC 2023 is themed the Connected Risk Journey in Self-Insurance. Given that we are moving towards a digital and borderless business world, captive insurance is well positioned to cater for this changing landscape by providing tailor-made insurance policies while having direct access to the global wholesale reinsurance market to meet non-conventional risks. This addresses long-term risks by connecting businesses to collectively provide risk management solutions for a more robust risk environment. This conference will commence with a presentation and discussion on how IFRS 17 will impact self-insurance. This will be followed by a dialogue on how captive can be used to manage emerging risks in cyberspace and employee benefits. The conference will also feature breakaway sessions for those seeking to establish captive and for those pursuing further benefits from their existing captive. The use of captive to meet the ESG agenda facilitated by parametric insurance will also be covered in this conference. Ladies and gentlemen, the licensing of captive insurance in Labuan IBFC is basically governed by the Labuan Financial Services and Securities Act 2010. Under the existing Labuan legal framework, a captive has been defined as an insurance or reinsurance company established by a non-insurance parent company to insure the risk of its parent or related corporation. These risks include any legal risk that may be underwritten by a commercial insurer. Labuan IBFC operates as a captive-centric financial center with a variety of captive solutions on offer. This enables businesses maximum flexibility as they develop and mature over their individual life cycle, which has led to sustained global interest. Ladies and gentlemen, among the captive structures offered by Labuan IBFC include pure or single captive, group or association captive, multi-owner captive, master rent captive, and subsidiary rent captive. Labuan IBFC has also been licensing captive via protected cell company structure, a practice which commenced way back in 2010. This has ensured that Labuan IBFC is ever ready to meet the increasingly sophisticated risk management demands of the global investors and businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, after more than 3 decades as an international business and financial center, I'm proud to say that Labuan IBFC is now the leading captive hub, especially in the Asian region. Labuan's position is further complemented by the awards that Labuan IBFC has won over the years. The accolades given to Labuan IBFC include the highly commended International Domicile Award at the European Captive Review Award 2022, the Best Asian Domicile Award at the Asia Captive Review Awards 2021, and the Top International Captive Domicile Award at the European Captive Award 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, the Labuan Captive legal framework has been continuously formulated and reviewed to comply with the International Association of Insurance Supervisors core principles and captive guidelines to preserve a business-friendly market environment and a risk-discerning market. Labuan IBFC is strategically located in one of Asia's largest and deepest risk management ecosystem. Labuan IBFC is now home to more than 220 insurance and risk management license holders. As such, Labuan IBFC is the ideal jurisdiction for the intermediation of risk. Labuan IBFC's attraction as the leading captive domicile is also backed by the current hard conditions in the traditional insurance market, which has continued to put higher pressure on premiums and limitations on coverage, thus making captive the best option. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to see that the revised captive guideline issued in August this year by Labuan Financial Services Authority will allow for indirect insurable interest rates and establishment of a cell via notification. The amendment also introduces a new structure, the external render captive. The revision is indeed good news for the Labuan captive space, as it enriches Labuan captive offerings and allows the industry to be more business facilitative in terms of handling various risk management requirements. Last year marked another good year for the Labuan captive market. The Labuan sector continued to gain momentum with the entry of 5 new captive players and total gross premiums recorded at more than $500 million in 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, we also observe that international captive players have contributed to more than 60% of the total captive premiums. This augurs well with Labuan's prominence as the preferred captive markets among industry players, regionally as well as globally. By the end of last year, Labuan IBFC has 67 captive, which include the subsidiaries of well-known global companies. The involvement of such prominent names in the Labuan captive sector highlights that captive are a viable solution and have a significant role to play in today's business requirement. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm reaching toward the end of my speech. Allow me to thank the Director General of Labuan IBFC for gracing the opening of today's event. Also, our deepest appreciation to LIA, our fellow panelists, moderators, sponsors, partners, and our media friends. By the end of today, we strongly believe that all parties, from participants, panelists, to moderators, will take home a clear picture of the captive landscape while also having their questions, doubts, and challenges addressed in a meaningful manner. Last but not least, this is not the end, but just the beginning. We look forward to meeting all of you again at the next captive conference. Take care, stay safe. Thank you once again. Wassalam.